talk about it on Nightlife 24/7.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Nightlife 24/7. As always, I'm your boy Mac, and tonight's show should be quite interesting. Welcome back to the show. As always, my co-host is Nikki, and the topic tonight, she picked it out. So, go ahead and talk about it.
I didn't exactly pick it out. I posted it, and everyone was like, wait, wow. So someone was having a message or text message conversation, a male with another male. And the male said that he did not wash his ass with soap and water, like get in the cracks and everything, because that was gay. And everyone was like, wait, what? Like, you really can't make this stuff up, right? So, what did I read it to you, or you saw it?
You read it?
Okay. And so a lot of the guys was like, nah, he's just nasty. And what women are dating this guy? Like, seriously.
Well, always there's a lot of nasty women too, so ain't much else to go but that. So continue on.
Male input.
What is there to put in? You're a nasty ass person.
Oh, God.
What? All of a sudden now it said something so wrong?
No, I did not say you said anything wrong.
Listen, bro. If you are one who can't seem to wipe your ass or wash your ass in between the cracks, then yeah, you got some problems. And I'm just gonna put it out there. You got some problems. If washing your ass makes you gay, then you know what? I'm gay as fuck. So, and I'ma stay gay. So that's just the way it is. My mother, my grandmother, she made sure wash behind your damn ears, brush your teeth, wash your balls, wash your ass. So you telling me basically what you do is you get in there, you wash your balls, you wash your chest, you wash your arms, you wash your legs, but you leave a bunch of fudge packed between your cheeks. So you got fudge and dingleberries packed in there between there. And some women, you telling me there are women who like having sex with you that, one, they go down on you to give you a blowjob and all they smell is shit. So please, whatever it is, don't ever introduce me to those women that you spend time with. I don't want to meet them. Don't need to know their name. I'm good. I'm real good. Basically, I'm going to just say it. You're a nasty ass man. You just nasty as hell. You need, honestly, I hope you had a dad in your life, because it sounds like you didn't. It really sounds like you ain't have no damn dad in your life. And I hope that at some point, some woman tells you, fuck no, I can't be with you. But that's just me. That's just me. There's my male input.
I can't. No, so a lot of the guys who posted on it was like, you know, this is just a new level of ignorant. And I'm willing to bet that he's one of the guys walking around with his drawers showing, sitting on everything, touching everything.
What,
on
because,
every bus seat, on every...
So basically, because he got his ass crack showing, and that's supposed to air it out. Bruh, let me put it to you like this.
Air it out.
So let me put it to you like this, and I'm going to say this as a grown-ass man who served in the military, who was raised by other men and women. If you got your ass hanging out, you gay.
Mom said I'm gay too then.
Yeah. Your ass gay as hell. Any grown-ass man who can walk around with his ass hanging out through his down with his jeans, his warm-ups, you gay. It's already been proven. that the form of fashion that you like to wear is a way of inviting other men and telling them that you are available for anal sex.
I'm pretty sure that those men are not going to bite on that particular line with
Even
his
gay men ain't gonna.
shit-stained drawers hanging out of his pants.
Even gay men ain't gonna fuck with you.
Especially gay men. I've
Every
never met a dirty gay man.
I
I'm
was gonna
sorry.
say, every gay person
They're
that I
clean.
know in my life are fashionable and clean as hell. So you just straight nasty. I'm trying my best not to even let go of all the shit I want to say to you. I'm gonna tell you something. That one of my friends used to say to me in the middle. You truly make my ass itch.
No, his ass itch.
No,
Real bad.
Well, I know he ain't scratching it. I know he ain't scratching his ass because he gonna come up with dirty fingernails.
I was just like,
I know there's no woman out there that wants to tongue your ass while having sex. I know this.
so my thought process went to the fact that, okay, so you get in the shower, you know water's going to run down the crack of your ass, but you're not washing the crack of your ass, and I'm assuming you're not drying it either. So water gets mixed with all that, and then you put on clothes.
Then you put on clean clothes. So
It
now
went on out the door.
So now you done sit there and moisturize the shit so it can definitely get in your drawers.
Oh my God.
What did my
Like-
said? Say what you really think. No, I'm trying to hold back, boss. I'm trying to hold. So
And who does his laundry? Because you think if he did his laundry, he'd see a problem.
water mixed with dirt makes mud.
Ah!
So water mixed with SHIT makes what? It ain't fudge brownies. It may have the same color as a fudge brownie when it's in your underwear and your clothes. And I know when you get hot because you wear a pair of jeans, a pair of boxers, and a pair of warm-ups on top of a tear. So let me get it straight. It's boxers, warm-ups, and jeans. So your ass hot as hell, which means you funky as hell because there's more heat and moisture down in your lower region. So there's no way you can't smell yourself because women smell themselves even when they don't wear underwear and just a skirt or shorts. So there's no way you don't smell your own nasty ass. You can't even sit in my car.
No.
On a hot ass day, you better not come sit in my
They
damn
can't
car.
sit in my car on a cold day.
I'm
You
finna
can't sit
get-
in my car at all.
I'm gonna get to that, but in a cold ass day, what they said over there?
Ayla said she just hollered.
And God forbid we on a road trip.
I feel sorry for all the children who are ass level. Like all the little children walking around that are happen to be
No,
their
because
heads
a
are
child
that
will say
level.
something. That's not true.
That's true.
A child will say something. A child will say, "Ooh, you stink." So that's not even true. A child will let you know your ass stink. And children today, they don't even say you stink. They say your ass stink. You stink, and will make a face and look at you and walk away.
Someone brought up this.
No, I'm gonna tell you. Years ago, me and my mom took a road trip home for a family situation. It was someone in the family was really sick, ended up in the hospital, caught us off guard. Well, one of my mom's family friends, wasn't a family friend. She was a co-worker and / friend of my mother. The ride home is 5 hours long. It took us 5.5 because it was bad weather. This woman got in the car. You could smell her vagina in the car like someone had left fish in there for 2 weeks in the heat. My mother asked me not to say nothing. So, the whole ride home from Georgia to North Carolina, I sat in the back seat and I cracked the window. And it was freezing because it was
I was
cold.
gonna say, what season was it?
It was cold as hell. I'm telling you, it was cold. So I got my face plastered to the window like this the whole ride home. And my mom just kept looking at me and was like, Patrick. And I said, I'm not saying nothing. And she said, okay. And I stayed the whole ride home like that.
So
this
there's someone who
craziness
logs
speaks to
into
a
this
larger
show.
issue. You're right.
So
You're right.
it does, because one of the people said, this is like homophobia at its finest. So either you're undercover or you're severely homophobic, because nobody else is worried about that.
I think he's undercover.
Like, no one else is worried about that.
I personally, and this is my opinion based on the fact that I used to be a security guard in the club down on 14th Street, the gay club. There were so many straight men that were cops and businessmen that were coming in that didn't want people knowing that. I think this is one of those young men who is undercover, who spends time with other men, who doesn't want his friends to know it, or he's thought about it, or he's had these feelings, and this is the way of dealing with it. If I don't touch that area, if I don't do anything to excite myself by that area, if I don't do anything that brings attention to that area, then it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. I can ignore it.
It doesn't exist. Right?
Well, he bringing on a whole nother health problem.
You're right, Teresa. Yeah. So now, because of what he's doing, he is causing personal health issues. UTIs.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, definitely
Guys,
UTI.
like a UTI?
Yes, guys get UTI.
I mean, I know that, but I'm trying to associate the two. But I guess
It's a
particles are
bacteria.
moving.
Right, it's a bacteria, and they're in the same area.
Particles are being smeared around.
Right, he's wearing underwear that is smearing the particles into his penis area.
Ugh.
Okay, so he's causing other health issues, and God forbid that he gets a bacterial infection rectally.
This is true.
Because it happens.
This is true.
So now your ass is going to be gay because other people going to be digging up in your ass trying to get you straight.
She said, and unfortunately, some nasty bitch will still fuck him. Yes.
Right.
There's somebody.
Mr. Moss, you're right. It is.
Probably on an air mattress with cockroaches going around. But hey.
No, he doing
I
it in
won't
the car.
judge.
He do it in the car because he needs the fresh air. He do it in the car.
Do it outside in the backyard on the lawn.
Yeah, he gonna do it in the fresh air. And
Sores, yeah, Naila said, I didn't think you like bed sores.
right.
Like not even being in a bed, but whenever feces stays on the body.
And God forbid if he sleeps naked at night. I don't even want to see his sheets. And Mr. Moss right, it may be a mental issue.
Does he even sleep on sheets?
I
know you got those people who sleep on mattresses.
I don't
just
know
the mattress.
this man's personal life.
I mean,
all
none of
I
us
know
do,
is
but-
all I know is what he put out.
Right.
Now he put this out there, and he didn't expect people to say nothing back. But there were a group of men, and there were a group of women who just basically told him, "You nasty as hell," and they said that, and they said, "Well, the rest of us gay then," and I'ma stay gay. I'm gay as hell. But I'll put this out to you, brother. I'm gonna say this. Yeah, that too. That's what Teresa said. But I'm gonna say this.
Naila over here naming out all kind of shit. Sores, boils.
See? And the women that I'm with, they'll tell you I'm the gayest motherfucker you ever want to be with. I am so gay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I am truly gay because I'm gonna wash my ass.
What?
And if I ain't got no toilet paper, I'm gonna take a washcloth and still clean my ass.
Right.
So
I'm failing to see the problem here.
man, y'all, ooh, boy, okay. All right.
There's somebody who tunes into this show,
I'm
and her significant other has a friend, and apparently, whenever this chick gets in the car and she tries not for this person to get in the car, they literally need to air out, Febreze, and shampoo the seat because the odor stays in the fabric.
No, and I know that's true because after the trip with this person that was a friend of my mother, the smell stayed in the car. Every time the heat picked up outside and the car got hot, it came up out of the seats. It took us a year. It took us a whole year to get that smell out of the seat.
Just throw the whole car away.
And my mom was so pissed about it, but she never said anything. And then what really happened was,
just throw the whole damn
come
car
to
away.
find
We're not
out,
doing this.
the woman ended up, there was something going on her vaginal area, And when she went to she had to have surgery. And it was so bad that the doctors almost were throwing up because she had my mom going with, and they would come out the room. Literally, the smell down there was so bad that they literally was trying not to throw up. And I'm saying to myself,
your mother is a better friend than I am.
I'm just like, what man is going down there? But we found some stuff. It was at AutoZone, and it was in a blue and white can, and it finally got the
Mom
smell.
said, well, there goes dinner.
Yeah. We finally
Sorry, Moss. We know it's your birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, big dog. We'll see you in a little bit. But it took us over a year, and my mom was so mad every time they got hot here in Georgia. She was mad as hell because she didn't want to leave her windows down. But that was the only way to it didn't kill the smell, but it muted the smell a little bit.
So you didn't get in and get smacked in the face.
Right. But she was pissed about that. She never let that woman ride in her car again. No, you think I'm joking.
No, I wouldn't either.
Yeah, she rode down and then she rode back up with us, and on the way back, it was just something. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell this guy. Y'all, I don't know. Y'all can comment because I'll read your comments, and maybe he'll see this because it's going on the same timeline as his story. So please throw your comments out there right now.
Well, no, this was on somebody else's thing, so they may or may not see it. But hopefully this person posted it.
But you posted it on my timeline.
Right, so hopefully somebody else will show it to them.
So they're going to see it. I mean, they're all interacting posts. So, I mean, tell me what y'all guys think about this whole situation. And first of all, let me ask you women, right off the bat, you women who are on the show, would you sleep with a man who did not wash the crack of his ass? I'm sorry. I'm embarrassed. I know for a fact right now, there's never been a time. There was 1 or 2 times when I had been out the whole day. I met someone and we got a little freaky. And I'm telling you, I was embarrassed if there was even a smear or a slight stain or a little stain. And that happens if you're out all day and you get sweaty and stuff.
Right.
But I was still embarrassed and did not want them to see that.
Like you spent all day at Six Flags, now you're all hot and sweaty and guess when you shower. Yeah.
Right.
But this is another level of nasty, though. It's different.
What is I saying over there?
She is dying laughing right now. That's what's happening. This is another level of because this is different than you've been outside working in the yard all day, or you went hiking all day, or you were at Six Flags on the concrete all day, or whatever. This is a whole nother level of just nasty.
Well, I'm gonna ask you this, and I want y'all to reply. When did
Naila said, "Fuck no."
Okay, when did washing your ass become a form of homosexuality?
I don't think it is. I think this,
no,
like Mom said, I think this is a mental illness. There is something deeper going on. There's some sexual something that he has not dealt with.
Maybe there's some trauma. Yeah, maybe there's some trauma.
Maybe there's some trauma. There's something that needs, a therapist, if not a psychiatrist.
I'm not going to be with a woman who smells. Why the hell would I want to hang around with a guy who smells?
And does he not have any friends? Because at some point his boy should have said, "Dude."
They may have already left.
So he ain't got no friends.
He may have ran his friends off, and I'm not saying he has or has not, but there's a possibility he may have ran his friends off. But then again, too, he may be one of those people that coats himself in a lot of cologne and perfumes and
stuff. So now you guys smell like perfume shit. Like, that doesn't cover anything. That's like people who smoke weed and then spray cologne. You still smell like weed.
But back in the day when they felt that baths were unhealthy for you, that's what they would do.
We're not bathing in the river.
Well, it had nothing to do with bathing.
Or bathing in a creek.
Well, but it had nothing to do with that. It's just that there are cultures. There are still cultures today that don't believe in taking baths on a regular. And we've ran into some of these cultures from other countries, but they pack on a bunch of cologne or a bunch of perfume. And it is their culture and that's their belief, and that's fine. But this is totally different. This is totally different on a whole nother level. I personally think like what my partner said. There's some other underlying issues. What Mr. Moss said, that maybe some mental. He may have a sexual trauma. I don't know. He may have some sexual needs and fantasies that he's denying that are lurking under the surface. He may have an attraction to men, but because his boys have expressly said something, or his family has said something, or his environment or culture is raised him a different way, that may be it. But I can't speak to him because I don't know him personally.
Well,
and if
this-
he ever wants to come on the show and defend himself and speak his piece, I would give him nothing but total autonomy. I'm not going to sit there and just rake him across the coals. No pun intended. But I'm gonna let him speak his piece, and then I'm gonna ask him questions. You know, as a podcaster, as a journalist at heart, I'm gonna ask him questions on why he feels that cleanliness is a form of homosexuality in his mind. Because there's something there.
Yes, there's definitely
There's something there. That didn't come from nowhere. There's something there, and yeah, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, there's definitely something more than meets the eye.
Do you
to
eat?
this story.
I want to know. Does he eat brownies? No, I'm being serious. Does he eat brownies?
I don't know, baby. I don't know.
I mean,
I hate you right now.
if you make brownies and pour them in a pan, or your woman makes brownies, pour them in a pan, it's like looking in the mirror.
From behind.
I'm just saying, bro. You might want to seek some counseling. You may want to go talk to your priest. You may want to talk to someone that makes you comfortable and close at hand.
For anyone listening to this who also may share this thought process, please understand that
You
this
ain't
is
coming to our house
not.
and sitting on our furniture.
You're not coming in the house, period.
You ain't
This
coming
is
out.
not okay. This is not healthy. This is not clean. This is not the way. This is toxic masculinity at its finest. And people always say, what is toxic masculinity? That shit right there is toxic masculinity.
No pun intended.
So there you have it. You know, on that one. Wash your ass, please. Hell,
Maybe, you know what? Maybe, and I'm finna piss some people off. Maybe I'm finna really piss some people off, and I know that. Maybe he's an atheist.
what the hell does that have to do with anything?
Because cleanliness is close to godliness.
David gonna kick your ass.
Maybe he's an atheist. I don't,
You need to cut it out. These two things are not related. An atheist would never know that because they don't hear that kind of information.
I understand that, but maybe that's his way of saying, you know,
Sweetie, he's just nasty.
I was
just
trying to
nasty.
give him
He's just
some
nasty.
credit, some leeway,
No,
some
we're not
walking
gonna drag
around
atheists
room.
under the bus because they ain't got nothing to do with that bullshit right there. Again, no pun.
And,
no
and,
pun
and,
intended.
and I know that because I know this
No.
because I have atheist friends.
You have an atheist as a best friend.
Right. And
Who is the clean? One of the cleanest men I know.
No, he clean as hell.
So, yo,
He clean as hell. This dude makes sure his nails ain't even dirty. So I don't know. Y'all gonna have to deal
and
with this.
young women, please have more respect for yourself than to sleep with somebody like that. If they got all that going on, let me tell you now, you are on the right road to a bacterial infection in your vagina. That's where you were headed.
Yeast
because
infection,
that
UTI.
because that bacteria that he is carrying around is going straight into your vagina. No. You can do better than that, baby girl. Do not let him touch you. Don't let him even put a finger there, because them probably guess is nasty. No,
Yeah, they
no,
probably
no,
scratch his
no,
ass.
no.
Yeah.
Naila says she's an atheist. Behave yourself.
Listen, there's multiple things. I mean, on our show, I normally have Sweets on here, and she's a registered nurse. But I know she would say right off the bat, yeast infection, bacterial infection.
Bacterial vaginosis, yeast infection.
There's a possibility of him giving you something and you being patient zero and having it for at least a year before you even know that you have it. And now you are in the hospital or on having back, you guys take all these different antibiotics to get you back to normal. And it's done change your pH, it done change your smell, it done change everything about your vaginal area. It's not worth it. Maybe I'm wrong, and I could be possibly wrong. I'm not judging him.
I am.
Oh no!
I am judging him. Wash your ass.
I don't have the right to judge him. But what I do have the right to do is speak my opinion. And my opinion is you just nasty. You nasty as hell. And if you think that cleaning yourself makes you a homo or a fag or whatever, dude, you got some stuff to work through.
A lot.
Serious. You got some serious. And any woman that's willing to lay down and give you a blowjob, lick your balls, lick your ass, I don't even want her opening her mouth to talk to me. Ain't nothing you could say that you could talk to me because your breath gonna be on fire. And you probably gonna repulse me. You know, you probably are. Because there have been women that I have met who drink a lot, who drink excessively a lot, and we have had conversations. And I've even said this to my own family members. Your breath smells like ass. So all that stuff is sitting on your stomach. I'm with Mandy.
He judging too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So,
I'm judging.
Yeah. But yeah, there's some issues that you need to work through. I don't know what to. I honestly don't even know what to say. Seriously, I really don't.
Hell, we do outreach and work with homeless people that don't smell that bad. And they at least don't have running water and access to indoor facilities.
But they got wipes and stuff.
Exactly.
And they clean themselves.
So this is not acceptable. Obviously, this dude has a cell phone because he's messaging.
Well, homeless people have cell phones.
Then pay that $5 and go into Love's and take you a shower in the trucker stall.
Babe, all I'm saying is there may be something else that he needs to deal with. And after listening to the people commenting on the show, I'm starting to believe there's something else underlying there. There really is.
I'm sure there is.
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to keep saying, I don't have the right to judge him because I'm not God. I'm not the higher authority, but I can speak my opinion, and this is my opinion. So, yeah, you wild. I don't even know what to say to you, bro.
As someone who sleeps with men.
Please tell me you're not a black man.
I don't know.
Yeah, because we didn't know.
There was no picture. The picture was scratched out so you couldn't see. But
yeah,
as someone who sleeps with men, then I'm going to judge and say I would not be sleeping with that person. You know what I mean, fool.
We're going to talk after the show.
With you.
We're
polyamorous. I sleep with who I want to sleep with.
We're going to be talking after the show. I need to know how many men you sleep with. Yeah.
Yolanda said, who ain't washed their ass? Girl, when we get off of here, you have to scroll down my timeline. This fool said that washing his ass, putting his hands between his butt cheeks to put soap and water and wash his ass was gay. And the person talking to him said, no, that's nasty and you probably stink and this conversation is over. And so we are discussing this craziness because this is a new level of crazy.
Yeah, you might want to watch the whole video from the beginning. Because, yeah, I don't know what to say on this one. Listen, we live in a free country. And so far, as of now, it's still a free country as far as I know of. And who knows, that may change. It may become a dictatorship. It may become whatever. And you have the right as a human being or as a person to not wash your ass.
And I have the right to not have you anywhere around me.
That's why I was getting to, but you didn't let me get there. This person has the right not to wipe or wash their ass. That's their right. Okay? Now, If because of what you want and believe in, you are not being invited to parties, you're not being invited to family and social events.
Your friends won't give you a
your
ride.
Your friends don't want to give you a ride. The people on the bus move away from you and make sure that they're far toward the front as you go toward the back. If you can't be welcomed into the church, if you are that person, or the dry cleaners tells you don't bring your clothes back no more. And the woman that you are with tells you she can't do this anymore. You know what I'm saying? There is a problem.
Hey, Candace.
There's a problem. So either you have to change, or you're going to be a lonely ass person smelling your own self.
Is he going to be lonely though? Because
Well,
there are
'cause there's
women
some
out here who will sleep
well,
with him.
yeah, there are some
I bet
nasty
his
women.
ass is itching too, Yolanda.
Yeah,
It can't not be.
Yeah,
No. Double negative. See, he done made me go there.
yeah. So
I speak better than that, but this right here, no.
there are women who find that. How can I say this? There are women in this world who find the stronger essence smell of a man, or what they consider the smell of a man, as a turn on.
That is not the smell of a man. That is the smell of the intestines. This is not attractive.
Okay, but
there's a difference in a guy who's been outside working on a truck all day and is just a little bit sweaty and smells a little bit like oil versus shit. This is not the same.
But some women, and I'm going to say this, male and females, don't know that. That's what they know, and that's what they grew up with, or that's what their environment was. So that's what they consider something that I don't know, that's a primal smell or an attract. For me, it's not going to work. But because and she'll tell you, my nose is so oversensitive that even when I cook, when I go to restaurants, I can tell you what they put in your food as far as ingredients. Am I lying?
Nope.
My nose is that oversensitive. We can walk in a place and she'll be like, I don't smell. I'm like, babe, you don't smell that. There's such and such. And she's like, no, what the hell are you? I'm like, babe, that's. And she'd be like, how are you smelling that? I should have been one of those people who did perfume. But
I'd say you should have been a wine tester, but you don't like alcohol.
I don't like wine, but yeah, because it's too pungent for me. It's just so pungent. But listen, you're right. It's your right to carry yourself the way you want to carry yourself, whether that's clean, non-clean, perfume, non-perfume, atheist, Christian, Baptist.
Okay, you know what? Pause. I'm going to say something. Because this right here, that right there, is why we in this mess right now. Is everybody thinks they have the right to do what they want to do, and so now our kids can't go back to school because people wouldn't put on a damn mask. Your rights end where mine begin. You cannot walk around like that. That does not make sense. Why is it that we can't just be in accord with society? We can't. And trust me.
But everybody's not that way. And
that's why our kids have to go to school online this year.
You see what Moss said? I would tell him to go to hell, but Satan wouldn't let him in.
No, he wouldn't. All that fire down there, it's finna be spunky.
Listen.
Like funky, not funky, funky.
I don't know why.
She said pheromones and funk are two different things. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I agree with you. I agree with you. I'm agreeing with everything you're saying. All I'm saying is, it's somewhere, somehow, this man has equated not being clean, not cleaning that area of his body as to being gay. And to me, that's just crazy. I don't know why someone would equate not washing your ass as to being gay. I don't know why. I don't know the whole story. But I will say this. He's got to live with the shit that he sits in. He's got to live with it.
Yolanda, I'm done.
What did Yolanda say?
Sometimes folks like a little twang on their thing.
Yolanda, you need to go to hell. I'm just folks like, okay, Yolanda, you got issues. You should probably call us after the show. You got some issues, girl. She was like a twang on that thing. Okay. Oh, okay.
my God.
Okay, Yolanda. You even choked me up with that one. Okay. Wow.
Oh, goodness.
Okay. So, listen.
How do we know? This could be a fetish. I don't know.
Because
scat is a thing. So
that was true. I was just going to say that.
Maybe he has
in
a
my
fetish.
mind. Yeah, maybe this is a fetish thing for him.
You know,
And maybe,
2 girls in a cup gave him a thought or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because there are people who are into it. Maybe this. That's another thing. He may be attracting people who are into this fetish, and he's Oh, I don't, bruh. Yeah. Okay.
I need a shower after this conversation.
Yeah. So, wow. I don't even know what to say. Hey guys, we're gonna be closing the show down.
We're out of time.
We're gonna be closing the show down in a few minutes. The podcast that came out today, I found 20 episodes for some reason that were not listed on my Spreaker page, and they were the first 20 episodes I did. So they're not going to be fantastic or great, but some of them, they're good. As far as the audio, that's what I'm talking about. The content is great.
Don't forget to the other town.
I'll bring that up in a second. So the episode that came out today was 420 and Sex, Part 1. Right, there's 2 parts to it. So if you would like to find out about the different weed that enhances sex, depresses you, gives you energy, the different names and what those names mean and why they have names for like that, like Superwoman, Blueberry, OG, Kush. Tune into the podcast, Nightlife 24/7 podcast. It's on iHeart, it's on Spotify, Deezer, Podcast Addict, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, but that's the podcast, totally different from the live show we do every Wednesday. I also want to mention, I think it's becoming a trend.
It may become a trend.
Yeah, it may be becoming a trend. Another town in Boston, Cambridge, is now legalized the union of poly relations.
Domestic partnerships with more than 2 adults.
Yeah, so Cambridge has now joined in with the other city so that you can go there and legally have a domestic partnership, get insurance, put people on their own property together. So, hooray to them.
Let's hope this is moving in the right direction for the rest of us that are poly.
Yeah, so for the rest of us who are poly, wow, I don't even know what to say on that one. That just makes me feel good. It really does. The way that things are changing for the better. And I know the world is kind of crazy right now, but still, I'm really, really happy the way things are changing for the better.
Also, right now, he has not mentioned it, but the Global Podcast Summit is presently up and going.
Yes.
So, what is the International Summit? Largest one according to the Guinness World Book of Records.
I am a speaker at the Global Podcast Summit. I will be speaking this Saturday, the 15th. My topic is finding your niche, and I've been advertising that on my Facebook, Instagram, and tweeting it. The podcast officially started on the 10th of August, and it runs all the way through the 15th of August, and they are attempting to break the Guinness World Book of Records for the most podcasters in the world together at one time, speaking, talking, educating, and I am so privileged and feel privileged for them to actually reach out to me and ask me to be a speaker at their event. As of today, we are 80% there.
All right.
So
Nina, you're gonna want to go back and watch this episode all the way through, girl.
Yeah, Rosa, you're gonna want to watch this whole episode from the beginning too. So the other thing, I'm gonna put this out there, and I'm hoping it moves forward. A lot of you guys don't know it. Some of you do. We are poly. We don't hide it. We're not ashamed of it. We have an audition for 2 TV shows that are featuring poly families and relationships, and we have been officially given a call back to do a on-camera interview. So wish us luck, and who knows, y'all might see us on TV soon with our craziness. All right. Well, my craziness, she always try to tame it, but The person who called said, please do not change who you are. I need you to be exactly the way you are right now.
People always say that who don't live with the person. I love you.
Whatever. Okay, so, all right, guys.
All right, y'all. Yeah, we are way over the time.
Now we're gonna tune off and we're gonna say goodbye.
Love you guys. See you later.
As always, guys, at the end of the show, I always tell you to be safe, have fun, and be smart. I'm gonna keep preaching this to the day that I die, and that is, we're put on this earth every day to help someone. And if you can't help them, all that I ask is that you don't do anything to harm them. Okay? And with that being said, I love you. We'll talk to you next time. I hope you enjoyed the show and you'll keep tuning in. We at Nightlife 24/7 appreciate you, our listener, who has an open mind and heart and are able to listen, learn, and discuss those issues that affect you and your partner. By discussing these issues, we hope to keep the lines of communication open to help inform you, our listener, and our community. It's on your mind, so let's talk about it on Nightlife 24/7.